Welcome back. In part 1, we talked about how Trump's threat to shred the USMCA is actually a classic negotiation tactic, what Chinese strategy calls liu you yu di, or leaving a back door open while throwing a tantrum at the front door. But today, we have to look at the cold, hard math, because at the end of the day, international trade doesn't care about anyone's political feelings. If you're watching from Canada, you might be frustrated. If you're in Mexico, you might be anxious. And if you're in the US, you might be cheering. But when we look at the actual receipts, the truth is simple. Nobody can actually afford to walk away. Let's break down exactly why. First, let's look at the US. You might think America holds all the cards, but Canada and Mexico are literally America's #1 and #2 largest trading partners. Take the auto industry, for example. A single car part doesn't just get made in Michigan and dropped into a car. It might cross the US, Canadian, and Mexican borders multiple times before the final vehicle is even built. American farmers also export billions in food up north and down south. If the USMCA collapses, it blows up American manufacturing and spikes prices for everyday American consumers. Now look at Canada. About 75% of everything Canada exports goes straight to the US. You can't just pivot and shift that kind of volume to Europe or Asia overnight. The Canadian government knows this, which is why behind all the stressful headlines, Ottawa has stayed incredibly quiet and measured. No panicking, no Twitter wars. And Mexico? They've become the ultimate backbone for North American electronics and cars. Losing the USMCA would hurt Mexico massively, but it would also instantly cripple the supply chains of major US tech and auto giants. Economists call this mutual dependency. I call it a bad marriage. You might fight over the dishes, but a divorce is just too damn expensive for everyone involved. So if everyone is stuck together, what's the actual game plan here? This brings us to another brilliant concept from Chinese strategy that we've talked about on this channel before. Guāng Hui. It basically means hide your brightness, bide your time. Right now, Canada and Mexico are putting on a masterclass in strategic patience. They aren't trying to match Trump's loud rhetoric or threatening retaliatory tariffs every time a new headline drops. Instead, they are keeping their heads down and enduring the storm. Why? Because in negotiation, whether you're reading The Art of the Deal or Sun Tzu, the side that shows urgency first loses. Canada and Mexico are waiting for the exact moment when the US economy feels the squeeze of supply chain disruptions and rising consumer prices. When the US side realizes they need a win before domestic pressure gets too high, that's when Ottawa and Mexico City will quietly step in and get the terms they actually want. The side with the strongest nerves wins the final contract. So, what actually happens after the July 1st deadline? Don't expect a massive dramatic collapse, and don't expect a grand celebratory signing ceremony. Instead, expect them to quietly slide into that annual review mechanism we talked about in part 1. And honestly, that's a feature, not a bug. It gives the politicians more time to hash things out behind closed doors without anyone having to publicly look weak or back down to their voters at home. Because that's the ultimate lesson here. The public performance of a negotiation and the actual deal-making are two completely different things. Whether you are watching this from Toronto, Texas, or Guadalajara, don't let the headlines panic you. The real negotiation is happening beneath the noise. This channel is all about giving you the frameworks to understand why things happen, not just what happened. If this two-part series gave you some clarity, share it with a friend who is stressing out about the trade news. Drop a comment below. Now that you know the full strategy, who do you think is going to blink first? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.